Hello fellow YouTubers, this is a video on the Toro 6.5 lawnmower. Just before you're about to throw it out, I found something else that this thing needs. And it also makes it run. So after you've probably changed all the gaskets, probably made them yourself like I did, you still got just a little hesitation in it and it will shut itself off. So let me show you, as I have another one in the air that I'm going to work on. I'm going to prop this video up and please bear with me. Trying to set this camera up and everything. Here we go. Alright, so you have this carburetor and you've taken everything down from the float bowl and everything like that. Well, this thing, the engine sucks in the gasoline from this little red thing in here. Now I know you probably can't see it on my camera, but there's a little red inlet back in there. And what I want you to do is I want you to push down on it with a flathead screwdriver. So push down on it, you hear that click, and what you should do, you should be able to see the little red thing right there. So you take your little handy nail, stick it in there, and you try to grab that little thing out. See here, probably got to do it multiple times because this little red thing is held in with a rubber gasket, and that little rubber gasket is what needs to be changed. There we go. Finally got it out. You see this little red tube? This little thing is what might be causing your engine to stall, because as previous videos have shown you, to clean out this fuel jet, the two bump up together when you tighten it up under the bowl, and that's how the engine sucks the gasoline out of this tip. Well, this little rubber tip is no good, so you got to take it off and you got to MacGyver your own. So here's what I found out works. I have a kit of O-rings. I reach in and I go to the smallest group, if you need to see them. Smallest group, don't know what size, which one that is, probably this one here. Reach in and you fit it on the circle. Of course, no, it's not a good fit, so you got to do a little bit more work to it. Take the O-ring and a razor, cut the O-ring. As you see, I split it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take a chunk out of the O-ring, because you are going to fit it around. Fit it around here. And you're going to cut it. Now, I'm going to cut it on the ground so I don't cut my finger. Alright, now check it out. I've made this rubber ring smaller. And then if you're like me, you already know what the next move is about to be. That is our lovely friend super glue. Put super glue on one end, just a little bit so you're sticking your fingers together. Close that. Now what I want you to do is sit it on the thing and try to touch both ends together. As you're trying to do that, the two rubber pieces should grab each other pretty good with the super glue. So I'm pushing my two ends together. And they sealed up pretty good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to actually just reassemble everything, sticking this down in there. As you see that, getting you a screwdriver, lightly pushing it in. The rubber gasket may come off of there, so just make sure you're easy and tucking it on in there. Reassemble everything and let me know if that works. Also, I want you to also check with this lawnmower, as I've noticed on the handles. This one over here is my newest one that's sitting up in the air. And this bar right here is straight, connected onto the shutoff. Well, this one over here, my older one, it had a bend in it, and so it was catching up right there. It was kinking. What that thing does, when you pull it, it lets the engine run or it shuts it off by this motion and this up and down handle slide and everything. Well, my handle was sliding backwards, getting caught, and it was shutting off the engine. So make sure you bend this pole right here. Make sure that's straight across, running through that hole. Alright, that does it for me. Hopefully this helps you out. Take care.